think it was 2015, the year of Christian Karlsson. 2016, the year of Mattias Karlsson. And while they both continued to climb in the world rankings and improve their game, Mattias Karlsson, I feel like, is better than his results would show you right now. Sort of waiting for a big win here or there. Right now, Hugo Calderano, a big fish. All eyes on Hugo. That being said, Hugo Calderano, no question, in outstanding form after his performance in Qatar that stunned the world. Nice change of placement here. Mattias has the opening cross court and gets the wrist back and flips it down the line. Forehand flip, so important, so crucial for such a tall player. It's interesting that we see Dima, for example. I was just thinking, we don't see so many tall, big players coming around for the backhand over the table on the forehand side. It's not so common. But Dima does it quite a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of the reason, you know, that he's out for injury or has some trouble with the lower back from time to time. It's quite a demanding thing for a player who's so tall to get in so low and get right back quickly. But Dima plays like a much smaller player, like the Chinese. And while some of the Chinese players, Shushin, are close to 6 feet tall, the average height smaller, well, everybody's smaller than Dima. At least from the Chinese national team. 1 point in the lead now. Calderano on his second serve. The backhand jab push goes long. Tries to play deep on the table, get quick into the rally, and this is something we see from players who are quite aggressive or use short pips for flat hits. They want to get into the rally. I think for Calderano, if he feels that he can't keep it short, it only leaves him one option other than attacking, which is a deep push to get prepared, cut down the angles, the possibilities for Mattias Karlsson. And a kick serve, pendulum long to the backhand. Calderano really, I mean, even though this is dead even at 7 here, he's down 1 to 2 games. He just hasn't found the game that we saw all last week, or a little over a week ago now in Doha, Qatar. There we go. Wide angle, heavy topspin, fast. Just rare that he gets a third ball that's clean enough to make such a strong opening attack. Mattias Karlsson's been chiseling away over the table, being quite manipulative in the short game. Oh, edge of the table sends him to the ground. Apology from Karlsson. Even as tall as Mattias Karlsson is, what, 188 centimeters? Has to get up on 1 foot and even jump to stay on top of those balls. Flat hit, that's the shot, the dangerous one from the middle. Don't know if that was the back edge or not, but saw the apology again from Mattias Karlsson. It's funny, the players like Calderano, for example, on the other side is so focused, I don't think he's concerning himself with if Mattias Karlsson is apologizing or not. Big point here, a chance to go up 3 games to 1. Mattias Karlsson at the 3rd towel break of the game has a 10-8 lead, 2 game points. Where do you find a practice partner who plays like Mattias Karlsson? Well flipped into the middle, 1 game point saved. Calderano, 1 more to go. Wow, big point here. We saw one softer shot in this rally from Calderano that surprised me, but the start of the point was strong and aggressive. So one more time, what it was like for Karlsson, the backhand looping game. A little bit flatter shot from behind. Deuce, game number 4. What a save. Full extension for Calderano. I thought that was going to eat him alive. That wide shot back cross court. Again, he's trying to get in and get that backhand aggressively over the table. Now game point to Calderano. There it is, the power into the middle, and Calderano ties it up 12-10, 2 games apiece. Game number 5, we'll see who steps into the lead. Thrill from Brazil in red, or the Swede who was in the lead, Mattias Karlsson in blue. Game 5 coming up after this. Game number 5, here we go. Hugo Calderano cleaning the table. Mattias Karlsson cleaning his face, straightening his shirt, and ready to go on the receive. Serve comes just off the table. Gets Calderano the point. Ooh, goes the other way. Shovel serve, kicks out to the forehand. Subtle contact from Calderano, but it doesn't fool Mattias Karlsson. A keen eye for the ball on the receive, quite important. Now, this has been tricky. Throughout, Calderano's had a bit of trouble countering that opening forehand, coming in off the short pips. Completely understandable. Not something, again, that you have the opportunity to practice against very often. And even from far behind the table, it's a little bit of guess and check. Trying to watch the rotation on the ball, but you do have to change your stroke. Typically, the ball will come back into the net. It'll slow down a little bit without the rotation, and it doesn't come up off the racket with the top spin like you're used to. German squad there in the background. Watching Ricardo Walter play after Filus demonstrated his authority over Harimoto. Karlsson up by 2 at the first towel break. So we see Calderano on the receive now. His backhand has been very effective when he plays it out wide to the forehand. He can keep it deep on the table. I think occasionally mixing it up with the backhand, the Chiquita, the banana flip to the backhand side. Oh man, that's tough. Doesn't come in for the backhand receive. Keeps it short with the forehand. But just getting that weight around the corner. Leaves open the opposite side. Fast, long kicking serve catches the edge of the racket. I think this is the pressure on Calderano to make such a quality opening. So Mattias Karlsson is there for the third ball. It's not just that the serve is so difficult to return. It's just a lot of pressure quickly to return it well and stay in the point. Game starting to escape 7-2. We saw it recovered earlier today. So basically still not out of the question. Calderano down by 5 with his second serve. Light rotation here, middle of the table, well placed. Just for a moment, watches the ball and then eyes right down to the racket for the contact. At this level, players rarely following the ball the whole way on a high toss. Wow, Karlsson. That was completely just nullifying that serve. Seemed to paralyze Calderano. Caught him up in the cross step in the backhand corner. Soft shot back. This is tough. I mean, when you're in my position, these are a lot of people that you know and like and want to see succeed. They can't both win. Calderano coming off of one of the hottest performances in the last 12 months. One of the most talked about performances, I mean, probably this year. Best performance this year that we've seen from any individual, especially a rising star. There's the down the line backhand that we haven't seen appear so much. I don't think it's that he hasn't thought of it. I think it's that he can't find it because Mattias Karlsson is just very controlling early on in the rally. Changing the rhythm, not making it comfortable for Calderano. But even here, we get a big opening from Calderano, and Karlsson's right there to counter back. 5 game points to go up 3-2. One game point saved, 4 to go. Net break there. Karlsson takes the game 11-6 for a 3-2 lead. 1 game away from moving on over the talk of the planet. And Calderano 1 game away from the decider, game 7. Game number 6 coming up right after this. Back for game number 6, Mattias Karlsson, the Swede in the lead. Towels off the arms, forehead, face. is looking to finish here in game number 6. All of Latin America and most of the world right now hoping to see Hugo Calderano continue. He gets the first big backhand in, but not big enough to stop Mattias Karlsson from countering with the short pips the other way. He's not counting with the short pips, although he could. There are a lot of short pips on that side of the racket. There it is, the down the line one that catches him off guard. Karlsson frozen for a moment, waiting to see where the ball would go. Spinny opening backhand. It's really quite difficult to calibrate when you have two different surfaces, both of which being used aggressively out here. Change the trajectory and the spin on the ball. There's no question we're not getting to see Hugo Calderano playing the same caliber of table tennis as he did in Qatar. Very difficult ball, not a lot of topspin on it. You can see the ball float for a bit and bend to the side, and Calderano had to do all the lifting himself. Look at this. Just the top of the net there. Oh, leaves the table open, but goes for broke. Very controlled play from Mattias Karlsson. Big shots coming in from Calderano, one after another, and Karlsson turns the corner, leaves the door open. No problem. Safe city on Mattias Karlsson's half of the table. There it is. Bit of side spin first. The apology. Not sure if it caught the edge of the racket. Again, we'll have to see it slow-mo here. Edge of the table, it appeared. Yep. Thanks for that. You look at a score like 4-1. I mean, they don't, but it feels like, well, starting to run away with the game. 4 times as many points as the opponent. Now it's just within 2. Right into the middle, perfect placement from Calderano. If he can place his serve in a way that Karlsson's not able to get a big opening. Again, that half-long serve to the middle. Maybe light rotation here and there. A little bit longer serve this time. Still gets in with the first attack. 3 in a row for Calderano. Middle once again, didn't go cross court, played it right into the middle of the body after turning the corner. These specific details, the placement from Calderano, earning him the point. That's what it takes, the specifics. Timo talked about it in his Ask a Pro Anything, at least when we were talking in between the questions. Push back off the table. Very aggressive play here from Karlsson, keeping Calderano back. The flip keeps the pressure on. Tough time right now for Calderano. Although it has been back and forth, I mean, we have to give him credit. He was down 1-4 in this game. Scored 4 in a row to be in the lead. Now lost the last 2. Ooh, big point here for Calderano to stay even. Again, when he hit the ball that hard from the backhand side, when it comes back into play, it can be pretty devastating, especially with Mattias Karlsson on the other side on top of the bounce. Interesting idea, trying to take some pace off. See what would happen if Calderano tried to play the ball from out in front, moving into the table. Spinny ball, a little bit shallow and out of reach. Not so many places are out of reach for a guy the same height as Mattias Karlsson. Just a little bit in front. You could see him leaning forward, reaching a bit. Down the middle with the backhand again. Calderano up by 2 now. Good length on the receive. Good height on the receive. Earning a long push back to open up on. In near the body, but makes a good serve of the toss. This is more common usually for Calderano. Serves in near the body. He's kept most of his tosses a little bit out in front to make sure he avoids getting faulted. Whoa! Look at that, a chop roller. He just did it around the net for a roller with backspin from short pips on the forehand side. Please show me that one again. I don't think I've ever seen that on the World Tour. Look at this one more time. Hold up, hold up. There it is, point done immediately, instant death. Mattias Karlsson was waiting for it to happen, watching it live. Note to self, game 6, 6-9. That's gotta hurt. The uncomfortable shot from down low. Mattias Karlsson right back in this. 9-all, the third towel break of the game. 3 points in a row recovered. Again, Calderano cannot lose another game. He has to win this one and the 7th to stay alive in this tournament. Karlsson has game 7 if he doesn't take this one, but he doesn't want to have to go there. Oh, around the net again in a chop. Everything, the backhand chop with the inverted rubber. Incredible play from Mattias Karlsson. Blocks it right back down the line. And now game and match point for Sweden's Mattias Karlsson. Oh, flip goes out. Calderano saves the game and match point. Deuce here in game number 6. Regardless of who wins this, I think game number 7 would be quite exciting to see. Apologies to the Karlsson family. I'm sure they understand. So difficult to defend. Calderano with a big shot before it in the rally. Match point once again, second one for Mattias Karlsson. Incredible play, Mattias Karlsson. The Swede in the lead indeed did just succeed. I can't believe it. From the around the net chop roller on the table.